Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to RimWorld Survival. So, from last episode, I got to check off 2 additional goals, extra bedrooms, and obtain heal serum. And let's get going. So the first thing I want to do is actually do some bedrooms, right? We're going to need bedrooms for these. Oops, let's make them nicer. Bedrooms for these future prisoners. And apparently I can't click accurately today. So we'll get those constructed. And then I had some thoughts. So about the opening up the caskets, I want to do it as soon as possible. However, the vanometric power cell will really make it easy to do it properly, because then we'll have a local power source powering up the heaters. So I'm going to work on the not flak jackets, but instead flak vests, because that's actually what it called for, and I'm just illiterate. So we'll work on the flak jackets, or vests. Oh my god, I just keep mixing it up, don't I? First. And that way we will have a local power source when we are doing that task. That also means that I need to change the assignments here for no tighter clothing to not also include vests, at least for not now. And that jacket, of course, could be worn, but I might not wear it just yet. Alright, next thing I want to do. Ooh, I don't know who built that. I hope it was Jane's, but it's going to get destroyed. So the difference between a normal bed, which is rest effectiveness 108, and an excellent bed, 114, it's a pretty significant difference, which is why I always try to make excellent beds rather than good beds. But of course, Jane's hasn't gotten the memo, and he keeps building trash for me, so that's nice. Another thing, initially these things are going to be prison cells, so I'm going to set them up for light, because I don't want to keep my prisoners in darkness. James, hey, buddy old pal, could you make a good bed, please? Oh my goodness, he can't. You're killing me, dude. You are actually killing me. You're using all my steel to fail at bed making. There we go. Jeez Louise. So, while we are making the flak jackets, or vests, oh my goodness, I will get these prisons set up nicely, so that the prisoners are easier to recruit. And we have got a bulk goods trader flying overhead, so that's awesome. Let's actually do some trading this time, rather than pretend to trade and never do. Kazumi, you are going to be on limited radiation. You're not even irradiated. In fact, initial. Alright, the only ones that really need to be limited are Cephalo and Acid. And they weren't. Please be excellent. Yes. Awesome. Another thing I have to keep an eye on is the amount of kibble I have. It's entirely possible that I run out of kibble, and then I'm going to have to feed them raw rice or something like that. Oh no! I saw that in slow motion, couldn't stop it in time. You can build the lights. Honestly, given the amount of crummy beds I've been getting out of Jane's, I guess it might not even matter who's manufacturing it. Given he is a skill of 17, you'd really think that there'd be less RNG related to this task, right? But you'd be wrong. He is RN terrible. Alright, so they're preparing a while, but they're right next to the turret. That'll be interesting. Oh my god. You're killing me. The amount of... No, you don't get to drink a beer. No beer for you until you actually get a good bed here. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Alright. Next up, because these bedrooms are eventually going to be... Well, these prison cells are eventually going to be bedrooms. We might as well just jump the gun and put dressers and end tables in there. Made of marble. Alright. What is your needs? Your needs are... You do what I say. Another thing I wanted to do is we are going to want to remove... Well, I'm going to want to wall those up soon. But we're going to want to remove all of these tiles, as the smooth floor is just as good, if not better, actually. And that will help replace the lack of steel that we currently have. Oh, that's not good. That bedroom door is wide open. I also should swap that bed, so let's go do that. Aggro and Kazumi, you are going to be unassigned here. Tony and Stormy down there. Aggro and Kazumi up here. And that makes a lot more sense, because Stormy works just across the hall from his bedroom, and Aggro works basically inside of his own bedroom, so we'll get that set up. I'm keeping an eye on Cefalu. Your construction of 15, actually, that's not that... Well, he's 18 now. That's not that much worse than Jane's. Alright, Goka of the Thicket. Good luck. It's funny that they want peace talks, and yet they keep attacking me. Seems to be a common theme. Oh, they're coming at a weird angle. Well, turret didn't miss. Alright, just a good one, huh? Do my other bedrooms have good ones? I suppose they do. So I'm not going to sweat that. No beer for you. You've been very bad at your job. Alright, Mr. Goka is Mr. Dead Goka. So, threat averted. And anytime any of the constructors I don't want finishing the project gets close to finishing, I will forbid. And have Jane's finish off the task. Hopefully for higher quality, but not always. Another thing I wanted to do is to make the bedrooms nice. So that means I'm going to pull some art from other bedrooms. And that will make recruiting a little bit easier as well. Oh, aggro. Tony and Stormy. I know you want to sleep, but I'm waking you up. Janes. I have a lot of work for you, dude, so I'm going to have you take wake up. Before I forget, actually, Kazumi, you go sell to the bulk goods trader. You all thought I forgot, didn't you? I nearly did. Let's see. We have a lot of cloth, probably more than we need. Plain leather, I'm going to get rid of, because it's just not... And the smoke leaf. I don't want the binge. Go juice. Don't want the binge either. Clothing that is damaged. Gonna sell. Dusters. I'm even gonna sell the... Well, I'll keep the flak jacket. Toques. Alright. So that's a... Oh, yeah. Wooden bed? Alright, that's a big long list. What do I want to buy off of them? That's the better question, right? Nothing? I could buy meat. I could have, like, a lifetime supply of decent meat if I wanted to. I'm not sure I want that, though, because I've been setting up the, I've been setting up for the, hens to produce. So, yeah. Silver it is. Alright, Kazumi. Oh, you'll never haul. Jane's. Taking wake up. And let's finish these beautiful prison cells. And somewhat impressive is what I'm aiming for all of them. And that will help to accelerate the recruit process. And then we've been using up a whole lot of marble. So we'll replace the marble by stripping up the flooring. Kind of weird way to do it, but it works. Alright, that's not good enough quality. I don't know who finished that project off. So it's entirely possible it was with a not skilled craftsperson. Another thing I could, or maybe even should have done, is to... Whoa, I'm low on kibble. That's good to know. Oh, masterwork. Okay, that's a little bit better. Alright, so somewhat impressive, somewhat, somewhat. Alright, they're all somewhat impressive. Now, perfect. Everybody has equal bedrooms. That's what I like to see. The baiting kibble here, let's reduce. We are low on kibble. And I don't want the hens to starve. How are we doing on these vests? 2 out of 8. That's not bad. I'm going to suspend all of these tasks while I work on those vests. Stormy leveled up. Nice. So what's probably going to end up happening is I'm going to have to put rice in here as these hens are chewing through my kibble supply. Once I have more dead bugs, I can replace it, but I don't have more dead bugs yet. In the future, I'll definitely just smooth floors and build walls, because I went about this wrong, and now I'm paying the price. As far as restrictions go, let's unrestrict everyone now. Get everyone to move around a little bit more freely. Alright, Acid, if you're all the way up here, I'm going to make you work. Alright, we're almost out of kibble. Alright, I'm keeping an eye on that. Replacing it with rice is just fine. We have plenty of rice. And it can always grow more in the other bedrooms as well. Alright, one thing that obviously I have noticed is... Well, so this is where the battery backups are going to go. Oof. I don't have a good place for these marble blocks. I really don't. I think actually what I'm going to do is shrink my zone here. And put the marble blocks here. And, yep. That's how we'll do. Alright, now we're going to have to strip up all these blocks because they are a wee bit ugly. And I'm sure there's some spots that haven't been smoothed out, so I'm just sort of queuing that up. It's pretty interesting what hasn't been smoothed to me. Alright, most of the floors are stripped up. That looks a bit cleaner, a bit nicer. Making sure that this stockpile is not... Yeah, it's nothing but blocks, okay. They'll eventually move what needs to be moved. Alright, so Falu, I'm going to have you be Mr. Hauler. Stormy, I'm going to have you do the same. Kazumi won't haul. Tony, you're going to haul. I'm just trying to get these blocks out of here. Because now, in the process of trying to make my base more attractive, I've made it significantly more ugly. So there's some manual labor to remedy that. No bed rest yet. He's like, but. I'm like, no buts. Back to work. Alright, walling up the heal serum so it can't be targeted for a tantrum. Uh-oh. That is negatively good. Alright, so I do have some turrets nearby. I'm going to leave these doors open. I don't think I want to burn anything. So, Janes, you're closest to this turret. Actually, you know what? I want this turret installed here. And acid. This turret. Cefalu's going to retreat. Aggro Kazumi. Well, you know how I was saying I needed more meat for the kibble? Here it is. I just have to fight for it. Alright, so I'm leaving these doors open so that they don't have to fight their way through. I'm having Cefalu do that. And we should have a fair bit of fighting on our hands in a moment here. I definitely still need to set up a baiting zone, right? Alright, so Tony, you're not getting there first. Ass is going to have to hold the door. Alright, that's a lot of bugs. 14, 4... Kazumi, what I'm going to start doing is focus firing the big ones, because they're most likely to do me the most harm. Cefalu, guess what? You get to just keep hauling. Alright, let's focus the big ones. Well, I'm gonna definitely have some kibble in a minute. Alright, I also have to plan on what point... No, I'll keep them where they are. I don't want to rearrange it too much. That's a whole lot of buggies. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to bait them elsewhere. Oh! Also, we are out of kibbles, aren't we? So, raw veg, rice. Cefalu, do that first. He's like, but I was in the middle of a different task. Alright, no permanent injuries. Now, the one worry here is, of course, our brawlers don't have good helmets. So I'm kind of holding my breath. I know I do have heal mech serum and res serum in my stockpiles right here, so it's a nice sort of safety net. And we're almost through. I'm going to try to swap acid out. He took a whole lot of beating here. Alright, he's downed. But not with any serious injuries. Okay, that's the fight. That's the whole fight. These hives are gross. And these bedrooms are disgusting. So they're going to require a little bit of work. Before we even attempt to go to sleep. But all in all, I have to say that was a pretty solid defense. Everyone's alive and everyone has their heads, shoulders, knees, and toes, so. Alright, Mr. Cefalu, how about instead of falling asleep in the... It almost looks like Darkest Dungeon, right? It's like so gross. Alright, Acid is being patched up in the dark. Why didn't you carry him to the hospital? That is a curiosity. There. I just forced it to the hospital for higher quality care. Oh, one of the Spideys got back up. I'm glad I didn't start reinstalling those turrets yet. It's too bad the bulk goods isn't here to grab all this insect jelly. Another thing is I want to make sure that I'm not using insect jelly for... Okay, it's not being used for foods. I like to treat insect jelly kind of like a drug. This gives new meaning to clean your room. These rooms are disgusting. Oh. So sometimes what ends up happening is when you, as I've seen before, when you piss off the hives, you end up getting other insects in the map interested to fight you. And because I was whacking their nests, that's what was the net result. Oh, a Psychite binge. Greedy for an impressive bedroom. Dude, I've been cleaning up your bedroom, you little... holding my tongue. Alright, Psychite binge. We'll put 214 of the Psychite tea in the pods. Sorry, old man. You're not going to get a whole lot of binging done today. We have a lot of tea, is all I gotta say. Stormy, how about cleaning up Cefalu, Cranky Cefalu's bedroom a little bit more? Acid can walk, but he really shouldn't yet. Now, Janes, before you go to sleep, I actually want your bedroom to be nice. So it's back to somewhat impressive. That will warrant sleeping. Aggro. Now these jellies are going to be stored. Oh, you know what? They're not temperature sensitive. What am I thinking? They're a food, but they're like jelly. Why is... Oh, right. We force these doors open. Let's close that. Definitely going to need to honeypot this infestation. Alright, tribespeople are attacking, but they're in the wrong... Yeah, they're not coming to where I am. Alright, there we go. Bedrooms are back to normal. Man, these hens have gone through that much that quick. I think with the amount of rice they'd eat, they were going to hatch me some Hennessy, not just eggs. Hungry little hippos. Most of them are hens, though. What do we got? We've got 17 hens and 2 cockerels. It's a good ratio. Oh, wait. we also have a crazy amount of dead bugs. So what I think I'm going to do is just put them here. I know it's a little bit out of the way, but I don't want to spend time making space. And then, likewise, we really ought to be able to haul these in too. So those are going to be probably first. We get to watch the end of Panther. Sorry, Panth. You are dead. You know, I don't really need to fix those tiles. I don't care enough. Don't force away that. So now I'm just cleaning up the block stockpile so that it is in fact blocks. Psychic drone high, cool. That's gonna feel great with the already battle weary survival. All right, let's build that. So acid, as a result, doesn't even have an infection. Look at that. That's great. Inspired creativity, Cefalu. I like how he's both inspired and on a binge. He's high on yayo and psychite tea. He's not very creative, but soon, unless he stops binging, I'm gonna have to lock him up because his radiation's a wee bit high. Just to state the absolute obvious. Alright, so as far as creatures go, let's butcher the Mega Scarabs first. So I'm going to queue that up. Alright, Acid, what do you need? You need a nice meal. I can provide that for you. Alright, so he is irradiated. I am seconds away from arresting. Yeah, let's just go arrest. I wasn't really wanting to put in prison, because that will be another mood buff. I was just kind of moving him to the center of the base. Really? You lay an egg in your food shelf? You guys are idiots. There's a deep amount of slime here. Alright, so another thing I want to do is haul these speleopedes so they're not wasted. And then I suppose, what I'm going to do is, oops, that's not what I meant to click on, is move the bedding here and put Kibble in the corner. Really? Went back out? Oh god, he is really, really irradiated. Arrested you became. Good job, idiot. Now you're cancer-ridden. Alright, James, what's got you? Oh, the drone, right. Oh, you stole his tea. I love it. Alright, well, he was the binging idiot, so we can kick the tea out. Alright, Kazumi will never clean. James is sleeping with the insect jelly. He's okay with this, presumably. There's yet still more blocks to be hauled. I'm working Kazumi pretty hard making kibble. Should probably lay up a bit. One thing I could do here is to put it back to just kibble. I think we're going to have enough. Alright, let's haul the last Mega Spider that's going to get himself irradiated, destroyed. Actually, Mega Spiders don't really suffer radiation, so I don't know about that. Alright, so let's haul the big ones out of the way. I don't know why I'm doing it with Janes. Kind of feel bad. Alright, prisoner. After the psychic drone is done, we'll release him. I don't really want to release him beforehand. He's just going to have another mental break. And these guys are inside, so they're fresh, they're frozen, they're indoors, they won't decay. Alright, kibble. Alright, so this is a shelf for kibble. As important. This is low, and then this will be preferred for kibble. Oh, that is a very irradiating hole to clear up. It's one of the Mega Spiders took issue with the, you know, the base when I was destroying hives. It got pissed. Sadistic rage. Okay, I mean, take your rage out on Cefalu. I'm okay with this. You'll get catharsis. And as long as he survives. Kind of dark for me to allow that, but you know, whatever. Alright, smooth tiles out while you're not being irradiated, please. Stormy patches him up. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I don't have a lot of regular meds. I'm just going to queue up herbal. It is a nice prison cell, isn't it, Cefalu? You pathetic pacifist. Willing to get punched. Alright, acid is, oof, is all I'm going to say. So what we could do? We consume a nice meal. We already have one, but we'll consume another one. Drink some tea, drink some beer. He'll be in less pain, too, which should help with his intense pain problem after drinking the tea. Alright, Kasumi is going to need... Oh, we have got a boom rat coming to visit. What are you going to drink, my beer? Almost definitely going to drink my beer. So aggro is too radiated to leave the premise. I was really hoping that was going to hit because he's being irradiated. It's just standing here. Kill the boomer. There we go. Janes, put the fire out. Alright, now we have some healthy meat. What else is out here? That was the only thing. Okay. I'm just going to forbid it. Alright, you guys have something to eat. That's good. There we go. Got that area all smoothed out. Wow, my rec room is gross. Fixing that. Alright, I did see that that was refueling. How are my vests going? 7 out of 8. We're getting pretty close. And a new raid. Sappers. Unsurprisingly, sappers. Okay. Well, what time is it? Oh, man. I'm going to have to end on a cliffhanger, guys. I'm sorry about that. I just don't have enough time to fight off this raid and keep it within the time format. So if you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know through likes and comments. If you'd like to discuss it, Discord's the place, and I just wanted to thank all of my patrons and viewers for supporting the channel. Adios, everybody, and we'll resolve that once again, another Tribal Sapper raid next episode. Farewell.